In a world filled with distractions and challenges, the teachings of Epictetus stand as a beacon of clarity and calm. He implores us to adopt a powerful mindset, to act as if nothing bothers us. This Stoic principle is not merely a way to mask one's emotions or deny reality. Rather, it is a pathway to resilience, enabling individuals to navigate life's stormy seas with grace and composed strength. By exploring the essence of this wisdom, we can cultivate an inner peace that withstands the turbulence of our external environment. In this guide, we will delve into 18 crucial lessons derived from Stoic philosophy, illustrating how they can fortify our mental strength and enhance our capacity to face adversity with serenity. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth, learning to don the armor of indifference, not as a shield against the slings and arrows of life, but as a means to reclaim our tranquility and wisdom amidst chaos. Principle 1. The art of listening. Principle number 1 exhorts us to listen twice as much as we speak. Have you ever contemplated why nature granted us 2 ears and only 1 mouth? According to Epictetus, this is no mere coincidence but serves a profound purpose. We must evolve beyond the tendency to fall in love with our own voices, and instead, develop an appreciation for others' insights. Knowledge does not merely flow from our own words, but flourishes through the wisdom gained from listening to the experiences and perspectives of those around us. Consequently, make a conscious decision today to attune your ears to the words of others, rather than merely rehearsing your own thoughts. Principle 2. Anticipate adversity. Our second principle advises us to always expect the worst. A significant cause of anxiety arises from our anticipation of negative future events. We fear failing examinations, losing our jobs, or grappling with relationship challenges. The human experience is a tapestry woven with both joy and inevitable hardship. As we oscillate between these fears, Epictetus offers a solution that, while drastic, is undeniably transformative. He suggests we adopt the mindset that all our worries may already have come to pass. By confronting our fears head-on, we can nurture resilience, arming ourselves with strategies to move forward with our heads held high. Principle 3. Embrace failure as a teacher. Embracing potential failure is essential to progress. This constitutes our third principle. All too often, we seek impossibilities to avoid being labeled fools. However, Epictetus encourages us to redefine our views of foolishness and recognize that failure paves the way to authentic growth. The path to success is riddled with trials and moments of error, ultimately refining our abilities. Acknowledge that failure is not a termination of effort, but a learning curve that molds us toward excellence. Principle 4. Fortune's dangers. In our pursuit of success, we often become enamored with material wealth. This fourth principle cautions us of the transformational nature of fortune, one that can poison our moral compass. While wealth can indeed provide comfort, it often attracts false friendships and inflated egos. By being aware of the potential pitfalls associated with wealth, such as envy, greed, and a perverse sense of self-importance, we can navigate our relationships and aspirations more wisely, ensuring that our values remain intact. Principle 5. Diversify your hopes. Do not cling to a single hope. This is the essence of our fifth principle. We human beings are naturally inclined to diversify our dreams. Placing all our hopes into one singular aspiration can lead to profound disappointment should that dream shatter. Epictetus encourages us to allow a multitude of hopes to flourish in our lives, increasing the likelihood of fulfillment in the process. By engaging in various pursuits, we safeguard against the crushing weight of failure. Principle 6. Remembering mortality. Principle number 6 compels us to always remember that death is inevitable. This acceptance of mortality does not breed despair. Rather, it instills clarity. Understanding that life has an end point encourages us to evaluate the significance of our choices and how we allocate our time. Instead of fixating on material acquisitions that we cannot take with us, We should embrace principles that enrich our lives and offer deeper fulfillment. Awareness of death's certainty can lead to a more thoughtful, engaged approach to living. Principle 7. The true nature of wealth. According to Stoicism, true wealth emerges from a contented spirit. Through this seventh principle, Epictetus reminds us that happiness does not stem from accumulating material possessions. A wise person is one who embraces gratitude over envy, cherishing what they possess rather than lamenting what they lack. This essential perspective nurtures joy, teaching us that a rich life is defined more by internal contentment than by external acquisitions. Principle 8. Humility and learning. Our eighth principle emphasizes the necessity of humility. If we seek genuine knowledge, we must approach the world with the recognition that we are often ignorant of its true nature. Epictetus posits that knowledge flourishes in an environment unmarred by arrogance. We should navigate life with the wonder and curiosity of a child, always ready to learn and grow. This humble approach creates fertile ground for authentic growth and understanding. Principle 9. Guilt is a burden. The ninth principle posits that guilt is akin to a plague. We frequently observe two common responses to guilt: blaming others or self-recrimination. However, the wise recognize all forms of guilt as folly. The path to overcoming guilt entails rejecting this destructive spiral. Those who truly desire to rise above must retain accountability for their actions without succumbing to feelings of guilt that can tether them to past mistakes. Principle 10. Choose your allies wisely. Principle 10 urges us to make alliances with winning people. Just as we instinctively distance ourselves from illness, we must remain vigilant against the emotional contagions that influence our lives. Surrounding ourselves with individuals who radiate positivity and inspire our best selves is essential for maintaining mental buoyancy. In contrast, we must let go of relationships that drain our energy and hinder our growth. Principle 11. Reactions shape our destiny. Never forget that your reactions forge your destiny, a theme in our 11th principle. Our responses to external events are pivotal in determining our path. Epictetus teaches that while we cannot control every circumstance that befalls us, we retain the power over how we respond. Misfortune may occur, but it is our choices in the wake of adversity that shape our lives. Adopt a perspective that regards every challenge as an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. Principle 12. Duty and obligation. Every individual possesses a unique role within the fabric of society, and fulfilling that duty forms the essence of our 12th principle. Just as the sun rises each day without seeking applause, we too must perform our responsibilities without expectation of acknowledgement. Understand that our contributions hold significance for others. Recognizing this can invigorate our purpose and commitment to our roles, reinforcing the idea that our duties extend beyond our individual desires. Principle 13. Ignore the hatred of others. Do not waste your energy on those who hate you. This is the message of Principle 13. Rather than dwell on animosity or negativity, embrace indifference. By rising above the petty criticisms and hostility of others, you reclaim your power and peace. Remember that engaging with hatred only detracts from your serenity. Therefore, focus your attention on elevating your own spirit, allowing vitriol to slide away unnoticed. Principle 14. The power of simplicity. This principle encourages us to embrace simplicity. In a world quick to distract us with luxuries and conveniences, we must question the need for extravagance. The pursuit of wealth can become a burden, whereas simplicity offers freedom. By shedding the weight of excessive desire, we create space for tranquility and purpose, only needing to satisfy our fundamental needs rather than chasing after fleeting indulgences. Principle 15. Take control of your life. Let go of the external influences that shape your emotions. This constitutes our 15th principle. When we allow the thoughts and actions of others to rankle our emotions, We relinquish control over our own lives. Epictetus encourages us to cultivate emotional resilience that shields us from external disturbances. Understand that our feelings are ours to own, and take charge of what you allow to affect your well-being. Principle 16. The value of friendship. True friendship surpasses material wealth. This is captured in our 16th principle. Genuine connections offer support in times of need and enrichment in everyday life. By prioritizing relationships built on trust and understanding, we cultivate a network of genuine wealth that sustains us through life's upheavals. Invest time and energy in these friendships, for they are among the most valuable assets we will ever possess. Principle 17. Extracting value from experiences. The 17th principle encourages us to extract benefits from every situation. No matter what life presents, our duty is to seek out the silver linings. Epictetus asserts that regardless of adversity, there lies an opportunity for growth and advancement. By shifting our perspectives to focus on the good that can arise from challenges, we cultivate resilience and adaptability that guide us on our journey. Principle 18. Release the uncontrollable. Lastly, we conclude with a vital reminder. Stop worrying about what is outside of your control. We cannot govern how others perceive. Let's take a look of a real-world scenario on a journey to resilience. In a world where the unexpected often disrupts our lives, the teachings of Stoic philosophy offer a guiding light. This was the experience of Sarah, a marketing manager whose life took a dramatic turn when she was unexpectedly laid off from her position. Initially, Sarah felt overwhelmed by a wave of negative emotions, shock, anger, and fear. However, her journey through this challenging period provides a compelling example of how Stoic principles can transform adversity into an opportunity for personal growth and resilience. One of the foundational principles Sarah embraced was the art of listening. Rather than succumbing to her frustrations, she chose to listen more attentively to the advice and perspectives of her friends and family. This shift allowed her to gain a clearer understanding of her situation and explore practical solutions that she might have overlooked in her initial state of distress. Another Stoic principle Sarah applied was anticipating adversity. Historically, Sarah had avoided considering worst-case scenarios, but faced with her job loss, she decided to expect challenges and prepare for them proactively. By mentally rehearsing possible outcomes, she approached her job search with a clear and pragmatic mindset, ready to face whatever came her way. Embracing failure as a teacher was a crucial lesson Sarah learned. Instead of viewing her job loss as a personal failure, she reframed it as a learning opportunity. This perspective allowed her to reassess her career goals, identify areas for growth, and develop a more resilient mindset. The principle of fortune's dangers prompted Sarah to reflect on her relationship with material success. She realized that her self-worth was not tied to her job title or salary, but rather to her intrinsic qualities and abilities. This realization shifted her focus from merely pursuing financial gains to finding fulfillment in her passions. Sarah also took to heart the idea of diversifying her hopes. Rather than placing all her aspirations on one career path, she explored various fields and interests. This diversification not only broadened her job prospects, but also provided her with multiple avenues to achieve personal satisfaction. The acceptance of mortality played a significant role in Sarah's journey. Recognizing that life is finite helped her prioritize what truly mattered: her well-being and relationships. She began to focus on meaningful experiences and the value of her personal connections rather than fixating on material achievements. Understanding the true nature of wealth was another important realization for Sarah. She learned that real wealth comes from contentment and gratitude, rather than from accumulating material possessions. This mindset helped her appreciate her existing resources and relationships more deeply. Humility in learning became a guiding principle for Sarah as she navigated her job search. She approached each interview and networking opportunity with an open mind and a willingness to learn, seeing every experience as a chance to grow and improve. Sarah also recognized the burden of guilt. Instead of dwelling on self-blame or feeling responsible for her job loss, She focused on taking constructive actions and moving forward. This approach helped her avoid being paralyzed by regret, and instead, motivated her to pursue new opportunities. Choosing her allies wisely was another key aspect of Sarah's strategy. She surrounded herself with supportive and positive individuals who uplifted her during this challenging period. This network of encouragement was crucial for maintaining her mental well-being and motivation. The principle that reactions shape our destiny was evident in Sarah's approach to her job loss. She understood that while she couldn't control the circumstances of her layoff, she could control how she responded to it. By adopting a positive and proactive attitude, she was able to steer her life in a more favorable direction. Duty and obligation were reflected in Sarah's dedication to her job search. She approached her responsibilities with commitment and perseverance, understanding that her efforts were significant, regardless of immediate results. Sarah also chose to ignore the hatred of others and focus on her own path. Rather than engaging with negative comments or criticism, she remained centered on her personal growth and future goals. Embracing the power of simplicity helped Sarah manage her stress during this period. By simplifying her daily routine and focusing on essential needs, she created space for clarity and tranquility in her life. Taking control of her life was a vital part of Sarah's recovery process. She managed her emotions and decisions, refusing to let external factors dictate her state of mind. This empowerment allowed her to maintain a sense of stability and purpose.